everyone, it's Tutorials by A here, and today I'll be showing you guys how to create this really cool magic bracelet. Now, it's not actually magic, that's just the name, but it looks pretty awesome if I do say so myself. So anyways, this bracelet was created by Eunice Loomer on Instagram. I'll have her username in the description box below so you guys can go check her out. So anyways, before we get started, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. And now without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so a little bit different of a setup for my supplies needed section of this video, but anyways, today you will need one C-clip, any type of hook, any type of loom, and at least 3 different colors of bands I recommend. You will need about 37 for the border and the extension, and then 12 for each of the inside little crisscrossy pink and yellow bands that you see in here. So anyways, all my supplies today are from rainbowloom.com. I am using glow in the dark and then also their metallic purple and blue, which are their silicone collection. So these bands are super long lasting and durable and stuff like that. So anyways, now without further ado, let's get started. So we're first off going to start at the top of our loom with our loom's arrows pointing down, and we're going to put on our border first. So this is just your standard border. We're just going to use one band at a time and open up the little triangle here, and then you're just going to go vertically down the left and right pin bars all the way down to the bottom of your loom. So I'm not going to go super slow during this part since it is very easy. It's like the basic step for most rainbow loom bracelets. So just use one band at a time and go all the way down your loom. Okay, so when you get to the bottom of your loom, you're going to go ahead and stop right here on the 2 second to last pins. We're not going to put bands going vertically on these two, but instead we're going to put them going diagonally so that way we can close up this shape right here. So you should have put on the left one and then the right one so that way you get a closing area right here. And now we're going to go back up to the top of our loom and add on our blue and purple bands now, or the kind of inside bands. So I'm just going to push my bands down here so that way it'll be a little bit easier for me to add on the other bands that go in the middle. So I'm going to go ahead and start. Now, the first color you're going to take, it's going to go on the left side, and then the other color is going to go on the right. So I'm going to go blue, purple, and then you're just going to go vertically all the way down your loom on top of the white bands. So blue, purple, and just go all the way down. So I'm not going to go super duper slow on this either since it is very easy. It's just your basic single chain sort of pattern that's going down here. Just use one band at a time. Okie dokie. So now your loom should look something like this. I'm going to go ahead and get my bands out of the way because we're not going to have to use any more except for the extension at the end. But this is basically what my loom looks like now. Just like that. We're going to take one last band that is the same color as our border. We're going to add a cap band on. I'm just going to stretch it across. Oh goodness. I'm just going to stretch it across these 2 pins and twist it and then lay it back onto itself. So I've double looped that. So now I've got my cap band here and it's just stretched to this pin for the hooking process to be a little bit easier. I'm going to zoom in a little bit here so you guys can see better, and we're going to go ahead and start the hooking process. So grab your hook. We're going to grab the first band here other than the cap band and hook that over to the right, and then our next band is going to go over to the left. So that's the beginning, just hook to the right and to the left. Now we're going to go ahead and start hooking the center band. So we're going to grab this purple band right here first, grab this, pull it off carefully, and we're going to hook this up and to this top pin right here. So you're going to hook this up here. And it lays a little bit weirdly because this middle pin is in the way. It doesn't matter how you lay it. You can put it like that, or you can put it around the center one. It honestly doesn't matter because it won't affect how the bracelet comes out. So now we're going to do the same thing to the blue band here. You're going to go inside and grab the blue band. Pull that off of the pin, and you're going to hook that diagonally up to this pin right here, so that way you get something like this now. After that, we're going to go ahead and hook these white border bands that are here. It doesn't matter whether you hook the left one first or the right one first, so just go for it and hook that upwards, and the next one goes upwards as well, just like that. And we are ready to hook these two colored bands again. So we're going to do the right one first. Go inside, and it's a little bit hard to find that one, so just be careful and make sure that you're grabbing just one band. Pull that off the pin and then place it up here diagonally. After that, you're going to go inside of this pin and grab this blue band here, hook that, and hook that over diagonally. Just like that, and then we're going to go inside and hook these white border bands forward, just like that. So that's the pattern basically. I'll show you how to do that again, or more times, not just this last time. Hook that over diagonally, and again, this band doesn't really matter. I just like to push it down so that way it doesn't fall off. Grab this band over here and hook that diagonally up this way. And after that, we're going to hook the white border bands that go upwards. Oh, sorry, I just bumped the camera. And now we're going to go ahead and do the same exact thing again. So go inside, grab this band here, and hook that diagonally. Then I'm going to go over here, grab this blue band, and hook this one diagonally. Then we're going to hook the white bands upwards. Make sure you're going inside of all the bands to grab the very bottom band. So we're going to go to the next one, grab this, and hook that diagonally. Grab this next blue one and hook that diagonally, and then hook upwards the two white bands, like that. We're going to go ahead, grab this purple one now, hook that diagonally, and then the blue one, hook that one diagonally, and then hook the two white ones forward. Just like that. So I'll show you how to do this 2 more times, and then I'll just go ahead and go faster during the hooking process. So you're going to hook the purple one diagonally that way. Then the blue one is going to go diagonally over here. Then we're going to hook the white ones forward. And a variation of this bracelet would be to have the border be hooked separately, so you can change up different things to do that. Hook the purple one, and then the blue one, and then the white goes forward. And I just like having the blue on the, or the bands on the up side of the pin, I guess. And then do it again. Just like that. So I'm just going to go ahead and finish these last 2 and just go quickly on these ones, since you probably get the gist of the bracelet hooking process already. And for the last one, you're still going to do the exact same thing, just like that. Hook the white bands forward like that. Now, after you've hooked the white bands forward, we've still got this white band and this white band left. So what you're going to do is go inside here, grab this white band and hook that to the top. And then go inside, grab this white band and hook that to the top as well. So we have now hooked all the bands that are on our loom. So just to do a quick overview, this is basically what my loom looks like. After that, you can go ahead, go up to the top of your loom. You're going to stick your hook inside of all these bands here. and then we can go ahead and remove everything off of our loom. So just be a little bit careful during this part because you don't want to snap any of your bands, since it might be a little bit tight if you are using lower quality bands. And make sure these bands don't slip off your hook either, because you definitely don't want to make your bracelet fall apart after all this work. So, when you're finished, you should get something like this. Looks super duper cool. Here's the opposite side. I personally absolutely love this side. So anyways, we're now going to go ahead and make an extension. The extension is up to you. You can do a fishtail, inverted fishtail, any other type of bracelet. But today I'm just going to be doing the standard single chain. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my loom. I'm just going to start at the top. You're going to need about 10 bands for this. That's at least how many it takes for me to fit my wrist, since obviously this is not long enough to go around my wrist. So I'm going to take single bands, start at the top with the arrow pointing down, and put single chain going down. And I'm going to use about 10 links. So that's 3, 4, my voice sounded weird when I said that, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, oh goodness, 9, and 10. Okay, so I've got 10 links here. Basically, that's what it just looks like. I'm gonna go ahead and start on this pin right here. What we're going to do to transfer this, these bands onto this pin, you're just gonna stretch the bracelet slightly and be able to grab like the bands also, so that way you can help to stretch it out to put it around the pin. So that way you get something like this, just have the bracelet sticking off over here. Now you're going to go inside the top 4 bands and grab the bottom band, which is the 5th band. So the top 4 bands are the ones that belong to this bracelet. So you just want to grab the bottom band only and hook that forward, and that is the hardest part of the single chain that we'll be hooking, and it's not even super duper hard. So after that, just go ahead, hook all the way up your loom, so that way you've got your single chain extension. So I'm now finished with hooking all of those bands, and when you're done, you can go ahead and just grab your C-clip and attach it to the 2 bands that are left up at the top, and remove everything off of your loom. So this is basically my single chain extension now. Going to go ahead and attach both ends together, and you just want to find the cap band that's at the very beginning right here. As you can see, attach it onto there, and we are now finished with this super cool magic bracelet. So anyways, that is how you create this really awesome magic bracelet. Thank you to Eunice the Loomer for posting this design on Instagram and allowing me to make a tutorial for it. I'll have her username in the description box below, so you guys can go ahead and give her a follow for me. If you happen to make this bracelet, be sure to post it on Instagram to the hashtag tutorialsbya, and obviously follow me too. My username is tutorialsbya as well. And so yeah, I really hope you guys liked this tutorial. Don't forget to give it a big thumbs up if you did, and hit the subscribe button down below if you haven't already. I talk too fast sometimes. And find me on all my social media sites that are in the description box down below, and I will see you all in my next tutorial. Bye!